How can you protect yourself from frauds like mine? Hi, my name is Kyle. I'm a federal prison consultant that was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison, 5 for securities fraud and wire fraud, and 2 for violating the terms of my supervised release. Now, I know there's a bunch of you out there that are thinking, I could never be taken from a guy like that, or Bernie Maidoff, or Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street. Or maybe you've watched several episodes of American Greed and thought, those people are so stupid. But one of the big things that fraudsters are looking for are people that need to believe in hope. Hope can be one of the most dangerous things in the world. There are people that are desperate to latch on to something. I just recently watched an episode of American Greed where you had little old ladies in Montana that were sending hundreds of thousands of dollars to Jamaican lottery fraudsters in Jamaica and getting absolutely no return. The children of some of these older folks, they were devastated by the fact that their parents could write checks for $57,000, $100,000, or send wire transfers over to Jamaica because they thought they had won a $19 million lottery. But people bank on hope. They want something to believe in. They want to believe that they'll be rich or powerful or better than the Joneses. Speaking of being better than the Joneses, that's the next factor that played into my fraud along with Bernie Madoff's and Jordan Belfort's, and that's called the golf course conversation. We actually talked about it as a positive thing when we were doing startups and entrepreneurship in 2010 when I was with Startup America, an Obama initiative to spur entrepreneurial growth across the flyover states. So what happens in the golf course conversation is somebody thinks that they're invested in something that's really good and it's going to have really big returns. And their ego drives them to tell other people about it. Look what I got involved with. I'm going to give $100,000 and I'm going to get a 43% return in 2 years. First off, that percentage is unheard of. But now the 3 other guys are playing golf with all of a sudden went in on this action. And the other thing about the golf course conversation is those 3 other guys, they want to be better than the first guy. So they're going to put in more money so that they can get a bigger return and say, ha ha, look, I did the same thing you did and I made more money. How can you prevent it? First off, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. It most likely is. It is. You need to vet whoever you're dealing with, and then you need to ring it from the treetops if you find something bad. Let me tell you, in 2015, I almost got caught at the crime that I was committing because there was a faction of people. They had done a bunch of digging about me on the internet one weekend and then compiled a letter to the city council and the mayor of Opelika, sent the letter on, and they ignored it. Part of the reason that they ignored it, though, is they didn't want to admit that, well, maybe they screwed up by trusting this guy. It happens all the time. I'm not bragging about it at all. I'm not saying that you should go out and do it. I'm talking to the people that may be talking to somebody right now that's doing the same thing to them. You need to vet everybody that you're about to give money to. And in 2024, you need to vet them even harder. There are a lot of people out there that use phishing schemes like changing domain names and things like that to get you to believe that they actually have something going on. They don't. So be mindful of people that are banking on hope. Be mindful of those conversations at the golf course and vet anybody that you're going to give money to. If you find something, say something, but say it so loud that they have no way to turn. 3, 2, 1. But say it so loud that they have nowhere else to turn to. And when no one's going to listen to you, go confront that person. The final piece to that, though, is that there's no reason you can't wait. You didn't have this opportunity last week. Even if they say it's going to go away, heck, let it go away. Let your friends get paid and see that it's actually working. And then go in if you feel safe about it. But be mindful of the Ponzi scheme where somebody's taking new investor money to pay the old investors back. It's really all about hope, ego, and vetting those people. So please use these tips spoken from somebody that was convicted of wire fraud and securities fraud in a scheme so big that HBO and Hulu have made movies about me. I'm not proud of that. I'm trying to give back by helping people understand the signs to look for. For more information, visit federalprisontips.com. Follow me on all social channels at TheKyleSandler, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my content.